Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to McBride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. There's Chris Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They start with a give to counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They're going to look to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line. Wait.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Chicago. for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators work so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows, movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. And now this offense comes back out onto the field in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be swung out here for counter. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go. Incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Garoppolo's throw caught by Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Touchdown! Traylon Burks in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll set up a throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, ready?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To Connor on the check down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Floating one, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run away.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Able to connect with Dotson. Touchdown Bears! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Good footwork at the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 2nd and 1. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Trey McBride, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
13.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. 1:38 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Completes this to Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just 1 chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's